Hey guys, welcome back to Khanvolution. My name is Khan, and right now I'm checking out the Final Fantasy VII Remake Tokyo Game Show 2019 new demo gameplay, where the producers are actually giving us a chance to look at, some of the actual gameplay in that first level, We've seen early screenshots of this before, obviously, of like, this little mini boss, But I remember back in the day when like 2 or 3 of these were like guarding your way from progressing through the game. Damn, dude. I can read a little bit of the katakana and hiragana, but I cannot understand kanji whatsoever. But yeah, we'll see how much I can actually translate. Okay, so Square's attack. Ability, magic, item. Okay, so you can use R2 and L2 to obviously, switch between which characters you want to set options and commands for. One thing I can already say about wait mode is it's such a wonderful idea to transition between, the original turn-based style game versus, the active style game that's been present more in like more recent Final Fantasy games, specifically 15. And what I love about the wait mode is it's not like just, pause of the frame, it's not just like the frames completely stop. I love how, the image is still like dynamic. You can still see like the, like right there, you still see like the flares and the sparks coming out. It looks so picturesque and almost like a portrait in a way, and you can still move around and choose your commands. I love that. It's not just wait mode, it's like dynamic wait mode, you know what I'm saying? So I love that about this game, Magic. Nice. I wonder if the actually I think since this is the first level, we'll see these like blue command pages come by to like tutorial pages that give you information, and I think they'll be sprinkled in through the rest of the game to give you like newer ideas on how to perform combat, little tips and tricks. I just love how the wait mode, and you see the sparks coming out. It's amazing that video games have come to the level where we can actually have visuals like this, This is what they were saving all their effort for creating this amazing looking game, dude. And I really do hope it stays consistent. One of my fears for this game, for Final Fantasy VII Remake, was that, before I heard that it was going to be on 2 Blu-ray discs, was that I thought the game was going to be incredibly short. I was like, oh my god, the graphics engine on this looks so beautiful. Every single piece, every single room of this game that you're traversing through looks so magnificent. The game has to be short in order to handle that, but it's 2 Blu-ray discs, so we're gonna get our, oh shit, it's staggered now. We're gonna get our money's worth for this game. Actually, you guys can leave that in the comments. How many of you guys have already pre-ordered the deluxe edition? I pre-ordered just the normal edition, but I might consider getting the deluxe edition. Ordering that a little bit later. Oh shit, it's firing missiles into the sky. Are they gonna land later? I can't wait to just, select through the commands. I'm actually really looking forward to, like I said, switching between the wait mode and then, the fast commands as well. One thing I can definitely say while watching the gameplay of this, dude, is like, I was quite upset about the Final Fantasy 15 not coming out with the additional episodes, like episode Aranea, and although they did drop episode Arden, they didn't drop episodes Aranea, Luna, and Noctis, where they were going to actually complete the full story of the game. But I can understand if they were wanting to, revert their resources and their time and their modem efficiency to like developing this game, and it would clearly show. I would totally believe that. Because this game looks so polished. It kind of feels like to me that Final Fantasy 15 needed to happen the way it did in order for us to be able to get this game. And I'm so happy that this game is coming to fruition after all this time. Oh, it finally exploded. Baretto. Curaudo. Oh, thank God they have katakana. I can at least read some of it. I can understand like 50% of what they're saying. Hi, hi.
まあ今ちょうど
One thing I can tell just from the visuals of going through these hallways, it really feels like I'm playing Resident Evil 2 the remake, you know? Because the textures and the coloring and the shading of the light on the walls, it just feels like that, you know? Okay, so this is the scene from the earlier games where they're like, have to plant a bomb in the reactor. And another thing I didn't mention back in the apps demo game was the freaking music. I loved how they were able to meld the original soundtrack with the more modern style musical instrumental qualities to it. And like I said about like the Final Fantasy 15, you can definitely see aspects of Final Fantasy 15 still within this game. Although you guys remember, if for any of you guys who have played 15, is the camera angle. The third-person camera would be much farther away from the character's back, like Noctis's back, whereas we're a little bit closer to Cloud. Personally, I much prefer this because we get to see like the action a little bit more, you know, more like face front, you know what I'm saying? Like we get to be right in the middle of the action, whereas we were a little bit farther away, which made sense for like Noctis's character initially because he had like teleports back and forth, but for this one, it adds to, like I said in the previous video, like the grand scale of like the bosses, you know, even monsters like the Guard Scorpion and the freaking Apps boss look gargantuan in size. Oh, okay. We didn't get to see these before.
それですね、もう一つ、これ今ファーストレイって敵が、まあ高い位置にいるんで、
tall objects. So basically tall enemies or tall objects that you have to reach. Cloud can't reach on his own, right? So this gives you perfect opportunity to switch between characters to somebody who can use long range attacks like Barret to reach those enemies. And I would assume like as the game progresses, when you get like Yuffie and you get of course like Vincent Valentine, who is purely like a projectile character, unless he goes into like his beast mode. Does his limit break. It doesn't until then that he mainly stays a projectile character, you know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing, we'll get more of like his Advent Children style gameplay, or the Advent Children style movement mechanics, but he's still going to be a purely projectile character along with Barret. Sid, I think, is a mid-range fighter, if I remember correctly, because, Sid Highwind, but you guys can correct me down in the comments. But see, like one of you guys mentioned in previous videos, I mean in the gameplay demo specific videos, I went through the comments. Some of you guys asked if there was going to be a pure jump button, but from what I read is that there is going to be no jump button, like you can't press X to jump. But basically what you have to do is go up close, like as Cloud did, to a target that can be reasonably reached, and he jumps up and does his slashes. Yeah. But I don't know if they're going to change the mechanics for like other characters. I can't see them actually doing that though. I cannot wait to see Vincent's actual gameplay. That's going to look so freaking amazing. Whoa! We're getting menus, holy shit! Battle settings, option settings. Button, goddammit, I can't read the kanji. Classic, easy, normal.
ここにイージーノーマルってあるんですけども、これ見慣れないね、クラシックっていうモードがあります。そうですね。これ何かっていうと冒頭で言ったちょっと懐かしさを感じさせるっていうのはこのクラシックモードです。で、クラシックモードっていうのは簡単に言ってしまうと、先ほど説明したアクションの部分をもうオートで行ってくれるモード。オートで？そうです。で、コマンドを選ぶときはプレイヤーが選ぶんですけども、アクションで操作する分は自動でほぼ自動で動くっていうモードです。
で、本当に従来のコマンドだけを選ぶ戦闘モードと同じっていうことですね。
そうですね。その原作の RPG のね、原作のテイストに非常に近いモードって意味でクラシックモードって名前がついてます。はい。それではそのクラシックモードにして、ガードスコーピオン戦を臨んでみたいと思います。はい。
Okay, so they're gonna fight the Guard Scorpion in classic mode?
ボス戦の前にね、ちょっとしたカットシーンが入りますので。
Okay, so from what I could understand from what he said is that in the battle mode options menu, you could basically switch between several combat structures. So one of them being classic mode, and in classic mode, I couldn't understand fully, but he said there's like the original RPG-like elements are incorporated into it. So what? You have so it's more turn-based, I guess? I don't know. Hold on, I gotta... Oh man, I'm actually curious how many of you guys are gonna be watching or playing it in Japanese versus English, because I would assume they would have both languages incorporated in, like choice between. Oh crap! Is he having another vision? Dude, it's a feather! I love how they're incorporating his, like, it's kind of like schizophrenia in a way. Schizophrenia, or it's like PTSD or schizophrenia, like, you know, past memories surfacing in his mind, and he has like little bursts here and there of it. So I cannot wait to see more of those kind of moments. I love how they're incorporating it in. No, he's on your side, dumbass, look up. I love the music here, dude. Like I said, I love how they're incorporating, you know. Sugoi is right. I love this commentator, by the way.
戦いますので、まあ先ほど説明した基本的にはオートで攻撃して、アビリティや魔法はコマンドは自分で選択するという形になります。
Magic, abilities, all that stuff.
何にも触らなくていい。
Oh man. I wonder if you can change the, you know, like for example, square right now is attack. And triangle is like command stuff. So, do you have the option of switching, you know, which button you want, you know? I would assume you would. Wait, he's not doing anything right now. Oh shit! Okay, so basically classic mode is when the character literally goes on like auto. I think I mentioned him saying something about auto. So the character is basically going on auto, and you choose the command. That's why it's classic RPG elements incorporated into it, because the character does its own moves, but you choose the commands just like in the game. And the so the AI is in charge of charging up the ATB meter while you're performing the commands as it charges up, and that's why it incorporates the original classic like elements into. Wow. Well, there you go. Anybody who was upset about, you know, the original, you know, RPG like elements being absent in this game, there you go. You can still play it however you want. I love that, dude. But I'm still curious. I don't know if they mentioned it here. I'm still curious if they were able to incorporate, or if they were able to distinguish between the other modes, like easy and normal. Because I don't know if there's a specific, if easy and normal are just like difficulty modes, or is there like, you know, less wait time in the wait mode. Love the environmental interactions, you know, and I would assume like when they're fighting in like caves or, you know, in enclosed environments, the enemies are going to be jumping around a whole lot, because, you know, now you have the distance to play around with. Dude, this game looks magnificent. Sí, sí, señor. Oh man. Seriously, this mode is truly amazing because, like, look at it. I mean, I honestly, if I wasn't looking at the controller itself, I would think that the characters are you're moving them around. So that speaks volumes about like the AI's quality and design. Oh, the freaking laser, dude. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to like what he's doing with the freaking controller right now. Because I was thinking, oh, this is just gonna be the same gameplay demo we saw before, but this is totally different. Okay, so he's going on the D-pad, choosing between circle. Okay. Is it just me, or is in classic mode the ATB meter like filling up faster? Oh no, maybe it's just me. One thing I do like is like some RPGs, what they do is if you're charging up a meter, more meter charges up if you perform an attack as opposed to if you guard. So I'm glad like while he's guarding and he's blocking the attacks, the ATB meter seems to be charging up a whole lot faster. that's good. It paces the combat, the attack versus the defense and the combat. Like I said, environmental interactions, you're guarding between debris. That's freaking awesome. It's a level of detail that we didn't have in the original game, but makes so much sense since now we're in the modern era of video games. See, like the frame, the way it slows down, it's still HD, it's still freaking awesome looking, dude. And the scratch marks and the level of detail and the amount of damage that the Guard Scorpion has literally taken already, it's freaking amazing. Now we're in the end game. What does that say? I can read it. Oh man, it's going too fast. I can't read katakana that fast. Okay. Cloud's limit is charging off, so he can perform his limit. I guess he's gonna do the limit break as his finisher, like in the last demo. Kakoi! It's right, holy shit, dude. That's so freaking cool, man. Oh, now it's the laser's gonna go freaking haywire. So one thing I didn't get about, actually no, because I'm thinking right now is like, because Cloud never pressed the button in this demo. Cloud never pressed the button to activate the bomb, but it was a Guard Scorpion who fired that laser and basically triggered the bomb to start, its timer. I don't know, how does that make you guys feel? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't played FF7, the original, in a long time. What? Okay, so the video I'm watching right now, okay, so now they're going into freaking the minigame? Okay, I'll talk about this later. Subarashi, man, yes! Okay, so the commentator is playing it right now. Okay, so it shows you which commands you have to do, and you kind of get a habit of it, and then the commands go away, and you have to sort of just continue it. That's cool, man. Because I saw a screenshot of the command before, but if it's there the whole time, then it's kind of easy. You're just visually seeing it. And once it goes away, that's where the skill comes in. That's pretty awesome. And she's doing a magnificent. Holy hell! Killing it with the squats, bro. I love that they're including these mini games because, like, as I'm sure many of you guys will agree, that one of the things that made Final Fantasy VII so timeless was, yeah, it's a very serious game with serious ideas. Oh, she won. Nice. Well, 41 freaking spots in that amount of time. That's awesome. 41-9. Zen won. Okay, and now we're getting into the gameplay stuff that we'd already seen. Okay, so I've already seen this part. That's pretty awesome, dude. So what did you guys think? You guys can leave your comments down below. So, like I said, I love the way this game looks and the way it's designed, from the battle to its mechanics to the way, the characters look. Even like in simple things like wait mode, the dynamic motion, like the game doesn't feel like it ever stops. It just keeps going. With the first time, I think ever we got the display of the main menu, the change between the battle modes. You're gonna switch between classic, easy, and normal. Freaking classic mode returns those RPG-like elements to your normal type of gameplay, which is absolutely beautiful. And it gives you options in this game. It gives you options and versatility, and you can play the game however you want. Personally, I have grown up with Final Fantasies. And my first Final Fantasy I ever played was Final Fantasy X. So I was originally brought up in the still in the turn-based generation, and then I went back and played Final Fantasy VII, and then Final Fantasy VIII, and then played Final Fantasy XII, and then I slowly worked my way up into the more modern style of action time-based battle system, which I believe Final Fantasy 15 is, and for that, all of it to become, be incorporated into this game, it literally feels like Final Fantasy 7 is like a homecoming for freaking Square Enix, you know what I'm saying? So it absolutely looks marvelous. I love like just the way the mechanics are oriented. I love how you can switch between the different characters, and it already gives you sort of an idea of how it's going to look when you have to fight between future characters. Because I think Vincent had, you know what I would love if Vincent and Barrett were projectile characters, but if they were projectile fighters in different ways. Like what if Vincent can reach enemies that even Barrett can't reach, and vice versa, Barrett can reach enemies that Vincent can't reach. And I would imagine, like, for example, a character like Sid Highwind can reach characters up in like the freaking sky that even Vincent and Barrett can't reach. And I have this theory of like Red 13. You know what? The way the monsters jump from wall to wall to wall. What if Red 13 can actually interact with the environment in ways that Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, all of them can't, just because he's a beast. You know what I'm saying, for lack of a better word. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool, because all of the characters need to have like some sort of special quirks or mechanics incorporated into it. Most of all, Red 13, and of course Vincent when he goes into like this freaking beast mode. And Yuffie, of course, since she's like a ninja, I would assume she has like a more, I'm assuming her gameplay is gonna have more of like a Metal Gear Solid feel to it, where she does like a more ninja covert ops type of battle system incorporated in. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but like the ideas I have flown through my head for what's possible in this game is absolutely insane, dude. And I'm whenever we get to see Sephiroth or fight like a Jenova clone or some of Jenova version of Sephiroth, I would assume the gameplay is gonna look like the freaking Sephiroth boss battles from Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. That'd be so freaking dope, but in like newer graphics and like newer designs and textures, that'd be so freaking dope, dude. Every single thing I see from Tokyo Game Show right now is just building my hype for this game, and we only have like 6 months till the game is released. So I'm excited, and I cannot wait to see more, if we do get to see more going forward, hopefully in the next month maybe. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. As always, if you guys are enjoying watching these videos with me, please hit a like, please subscribe, and please share the video with any other fans of Final Fantasy VII out there. And I'll see you guys later in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, hit that like button, and feel free to share the video. And I'll see you guys next time.